takes like a couple seconds as I'm pulling the Wayne's World take it away shit. Yeah, uploaded a video just before, a couple minutes ago, whatever, going over arpeggios. I ended the video saying I don't want to make two-part videos, and then I made a two-part video. So sorry about that, but it's something I want to start going into more and more on this channel, because everyone wants to know how to play fast and how to shred and do all this crazy stuff. The secret to that is learning arpeggios. And people get nervous, or I don't want to say nervous, because they feel attacked. People don't like music theory. So the word arpeggio is going to scare people away, in my experience with that. But all an arpeggio is spelling out a chord. And if you think chords are too much music theory, then I don't know. Maybe I can't help you. Maybe it's not for you. But we're going to do arpeggios, and what I did with the video that I put up just before, it's just taking a C major. So it's 1 major 3rd, perfect 5th. So that's a power chord, and that one right there with the octave. And we stutter step the turnaround, so it was. Then we go to minor. And all of this is in that video, the latest one I put up, which I could go over here, but no one's here yet, or if they are, I don't see it, and you have to comment for me to see it. Anyway, up to minor over here, jeez. Right, and then major down to G. And from there, you could open up the octave, and that's where you can start shredding. I am Jesse the Butt. Jesse the Butt is here. Let you grab your bass real quick. Go for it, Jesse the Butt. I know there's a delay on all of these things. And then you go up that way. You're playing one part here. It's all within, there's the octave range. So it's 2 hand positions per arpeggio. Or per chord. However you want to look at it or call it. I'm not used to playing this 5-string, because I'm going to blame the 5-string for me playing like shit. Keep sliding off the neck. Wow. And then going around that way. So, that's how you go from major to minor, minor, major. So that would be all the way around that way. And yeah, I feel like everyone's leaving. But if you want to go over anything, let me know in the comments. Can anyone still hear me or no? Did that screw everything up? I hate it when that happens. Hold on. Do not disturb is on. Can someone let me know if you're still here? You hear me, but can you see me or no? Let me know if you could see me or not, because my phone just started ringing, and that screws everything up. I'm a guitarist. Every now and then I check out. You can hear and see me? Awesome. So you're a guitarist. Every now and then I check out bass videos. Yeah, if you want to do, I highly recommend playing bass if you're a guitarist, because everything has to be, especially that hand shift, like coming up here. It's not so much the right hand that you're gonna mess with, which it still will work. But for that one, I'm going C and up to the major 3rd, perfect 5th with my middle finger. That's if you could see that. So yeah, on a guitar that would work too, as well. Going all the way through it. Same thing that way. But yeah, we have no one in here. I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. Let's keep jamming away for it. But I think everyone's busy on New Year's Eve, and I'm over here just playing bass. Nothing else is new. There's no usual suspects in here. But yeah, Jesse the Butt, that's a solid name. What's up, Andy? How you doing? Trying to think what else to go over. Other than arpeggio. Well, arpeggios we could move even further up, too. You've got the house to myself for another 2 days, man. Living it up. Sick. Glad you're spending it with me. Nobody's here either. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, and that's just, back to the arpeggios, that's just using it in one hand position. You could extend that, like 2 octave arpeggios. Oops. It'll get you flying all over the neck. You got, oh, yeah, that's the same comment. To do that one, instead of, because I have a 5 string, I can do it that way, or spell it throughout the entire neck to really get your hand moving, and you'll learn the fretboard really quickly. That Warwick on the wall behind you. Yeah, there's 2 Warwicks. There's a fretless one, and, well, there's another one on my couch that you can't see. But yeah. Yeah, the Warwick is a fretless. I have to play it a lot more often. I'm not good at it yet. I just bought it. I've never played a fretless, like really played a fretless before. And I know you need to give it a lot of time to get good at it, and I just haven't been giving it time. So my one rule is practice, practice, practice. I haven't done too much of it. I'm okay at it, but I need to play it a lot more. Good luck, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. What else is going on today? I don't have too much. I'm running out of topics. I don't know what to talk about when there's not a lot of people in here, because usually it's just like read all the stuff. But yeah, if there's any recommendations that you want or have, or requests, I should say, not recommendations, slap of the bass. I don't really slap too often, but good slap, I guess. That's my exercise. That's go-to for people. Just hammer on and pull off. And just going all the way up. All it is you're not even pulling off. Just hammer on. It gets your accuracy hitting, especially the higher strings. Sounds like total crap. You probably think you sound like Claypool? No, I don't think that. Labola? No, I definitely don't think I sound like Claypool. Do you have a dog or any type of animal as your pet? No, I don't. My girlfriend has a dog and a cat. That counts. I don't have anything now because well, I think I could, but no. There's a, how do I say it? I love animals like a lot, but when I go on vacation, I'm not even vacation because I don't really go on vacation. When I travel, I don't want to have a dog or a cat to take care of. Kind of sucks. Let's be honest. It's not that I don't love animals. I just don't want the responsibility of it, so I just don't deal with it. Because you know that sucks. Every trip becomes $1,000 per week when you got a cat, especially if you have a dog. Who the hell's gonna watch me? So I don't do it. Blah blah blah. That sounds like, I love that someone told me I sound like total crap. That's awesome. I love that. Everyone's actually really positive in here usually. That one's breaking the mold. Labola. Good for you. He really loves animals. Like a lot, guys. He loves them so much the state won't allow him to have them anymore. What are you talking about? The state of Arizona won't let me have animals because I don't have an animal in my apartment. I mean, I hope you keep talking because I'm still diagnosing you. Like, I don't know why you would come to a live just to talk shit. You can do a Around the World intro. What, Daft Punk? I don't know. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll definitely put that on the long list of songs that I'll be doing. Yo, can you do Around the World intro? Smoke on the Water? Yeah, that's, everyone learns that. Right? Isn't that Smoke on the Water? I forget what key it's in though. Badass intro. I gotta check that out. I struggle with quick string changes on the bass. I'll struggle with string muting while changing string. String muting while changing strings quickly. Turn the volume off. Or unplug it. Oh, quick string changes. I thought you were talking about like changing your strings. Is that what you're talking about? I don't understand. You struggle with changing strings quickly. You don't have to mute your strings when you change. You are 50 and still live in an apartment? I live in a townhouse in downtown Phoenix. That's cool. I mean, I could block it, but I don't want to because this is actually really fun. I don't usually get people like this on here. It's awesome. That means the channel must be growing if people are seeing this that don't know about this channel. So, fuck yeah. Good, man. Thanks, Sean from Scotland. I remember you, Sean. Sean McKenna. You've been in here before. Is it New Year's? What? I know you guys are ahead of us over there, right? Or behind? I know New York is 2 hours ahead. I'd KO you easy. Okay. You knock me out easy? And then you changed easy to spell it to easy. Okay. Cool. I used to play until I cut my fingers off my left hand. You actually cut them off? That sounds like a story. And not a make-believe one, I believe you. But that sounds like it's a fucking wild story. How'd you cut your fingers off? I saw one of the Maxwell Murder solo where a guy just does it with his left hand. He doesn't have a right arm. Somewhere on YouTube, if you Google it, or you search for it, it'll come up. It's pretty cool. Yeah, like playing something on the low B, then jump. Oh, string skipping. That's what I thought you meant. Gotcha. A good way of doing that, if you're not using a pick, just with your fingers, like octaves, because you're skipping a string. Index finger on the low string, and then your middle just above it. So you can go that way with it. This way it's kind of a home base. I'm trying to think what else to do string skipping, like skipping an entire string. You could definitely, yeah, try that technique, it'll work. That's if you're playing with fingers. Otherwise with a pick, you're just gonna have to, no, it's always practice. Lawnmower? I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's actually good. Yeah, yes. Trying to mix stuff. Yeah, like playing something on low B. Yeah, exactly. I cut them off with a lawn. Oh, you cut them off with a lawnmower? Oof. Jesus. That doesn't sound like fun. All your fingers are gone? Right hand or left hand? Like fretting hand or picking hand? Pick for guitar only? If you're gonna use a pick, I have one right here. It's pretty light, but I go down, up. So down on the lower string, and then up for the skipping. Left hand that you chopped your fingers off. That fucking sucks. When did you do that? My guy got some dreamy eyes. No homo. It's okay. None taken. It can be. It's the internet. You can be as homo as you want. We don't give a shit. You don't have a chance though, but I appreciate it. You were 10 and now you're 70. Oh, so you went your whole life without your fingers on there. I'm so curious. Are all the fingers off? Because I know like Tony Iommi is my favorite guitar player, like the best riff guitar player from Sabbath, if no one knows. He chopped off like the tips of his fingers, and he has like a leather thimble or whatever that he puts on it. How do we pronounce that word? I don't have any bass picks, only carbon fiber jazz 3s. Yeah, this is a guitar pick. It's wobbly as fuck, super light. But all those punk guys use light picks too. It's a misconception because you get that attack. That type of thing. I don't have any bass, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I would send a picture, but I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to either. But that's wild, man. Do you get to play it all? Or like because if you don't have fingers, I don't know how you're gonna play. I'm not saying you can't. I'm genuinely curious about that. I haven't heard that in a while, but that's pretty cool. Not cool that you lost them, but cool that you could live an entire life missing all his fingers. You said 10 to 70. Nate Smith, hello. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, so everyone knows there's 15 people in here right now. There's a new video up today too, going over arpeggios that I was talking about at the beginning. So definitely go check that out. No, I cannot play at all. Oh, well, that sucks. I'm glad you're here though. Obviously you like music. It's pretty cool. What kind of stuff do you listen to? Maybe we could deep dive some of your favorite stuff. So let me know. Because I'm always looking for material, and it's like infinite possibilities to go over with this stuff. So what are you into? We can cater it. But yeah, this thing is on such a delay, it's hard for me to read it. You like listening to me? Cool. I like talking to you too, so thanks. Pretty cool. I listen to death metal mostly. Jesse the Butt? Yeah, you do. I'm a big fan. Death metal. My favorite, I guess it counts as death metal, Black Breath. That band is fucking heavy as hell. One of my favorite ones. That album, Heavy Breathing, it's with I Am Beyond. Something like that. Super, like, it's my favorite shit. If I had to go with, yeah, death metal, they're up there. Pink Floyd, man. Sick. What is that? I always forget it. Like, all these lessons I do, Money by Pink Floyd. Something like that. Okay, hold on. Right? I think that's it. I could be wrong. I listen to all kinds of shit, don't get me wrong. Death metal just gets me the most. Yeah, of course. If you listen to metal, especially if you listen to death metal, most people don't just listen to that. If they do, it's kind of fucking weird. I mean, I'm a huge death metal fan, but yeah, anyone listens to one thing and one thing only, I don't know. I don't really mess with it. But yeah, anyway, Black Breath. I gotta start listening to that shit again. I haven't broken that out in a while. I'll do a video on that one. That band is amazing. I don't know if they're that known, but they should be. So freaking good. I think they're from like Washington State or something like that. I saw them years ago. Yeah, they were good. Box Beret. Baroque? You mean Baroque? I know Bach, like, I'm always doing that one. And a big one too is, it's not Bach, but what is it? The Mozart? The Turkish March? You listen to Nirvana, they're awesome. I like Nirvana a lot. Bleach is a good album. I just started re-listening to that first major label. I think it was a major label. I don't know, whatever their first album is. But like, they had albums before that when they were literally a garage band, but I think it was their first like recording studio shit. Play something from Legend of Zelda. I don't know Legend of Zelda. Fuck, good bass player. Good play. Thanks, man. Legend of Zelda, I'll put that on the list of stuff to learn. There's a Super Mario one, speaking of string skipping. Right? That whole thing. Right? I think it's there. Something like that. That's again with this finger, you do index, middle. Otherwise you'll never get the speed aside from doing that. Do you like reggae? I love reggae and dub and all that stuff. System of a Down. I like System of a Down, the Ariel's one. What is it? Whatever it is, it's a minor scale. I have the video for that one too. Reggae dub though, yeah, like I love Bob Marley stuff. Just take it fat and slow and low and all that good stuff. That sounds provocative. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, reggae's fun. I love Operation Ivy. Like Suicide Machines too. You get into that naturally progresses in bass playing to go to ska, like all that fun. What is that? Jethro Tull's version of Box. I gotta check that out. I'm sure I've heard it. It's been a while. Sorry, my ADD is crazy on this thing. I find myself doing more hammer-ons when I'm playing bass than guitar. Yeah. I hammer on all the time and pull off and all that. Like this whole thing on a guitar, I could play it with a pick. Like I'm hitting. Am I hitting all these? So that's hammering on and pulling off, or just playing it straight through. And then going that way. But yeah, I hammer on. I do a little mix of both actually. I have to think about it because it just naturally comes. I found myself blah blah blah. I saw that. Dude, the bassist from No Doubt was so effing good. Yeah, Tony Kanal. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Kinal. He's amazing. Super underrated. The No Doubt bass player. Yeah, Tony Kanal's his name. Yes, Jesse, we hammer the bass drum on our strings. gotta love it. Yeah, I'm a Rangers fan. I don't love the Rangers right now, though. Their problem, I'll diagnose the Rangers right now. They don't hate to lose. They just don't give a shit. Maybe they care, but not enough. Bunch of prima donnas. Like, it's one thing to love winning, but they don't even hate losing. It's just another day to them. Don't get me started on that nonsense. No, we are horrible. No, they are horrible. We're good. I'm not taking credit for their wins or their losses. I'm a fan of the team because I'm a fan of the city. Outside of that, fucking Rangers. Agreed. That's right. What is it, Jim? Steven is you are the man, Steven. Steven is the man. That's a fact. What is their goal song? Song. I have that video when I first started this channel, barely a year ago, maybe less than a year ago for that one. I gotta redo it. But yeah, I'm watching since '69, watching the Rangers since '69. You've seen some shit, that's for sure. Jockerman and all that good stuff. My uncle is a big Ranger fan, and he's older. He was born in, the hell was it? I think 51. No. He might have been born in like 50 or 48 or something like that. The gag line. Simply a term of endearment, Jesse. Nice. Who is the gag line? Jockerman? Well, I don't even know. It's way before me. I was born in '87, so I'm old, but I'm a middle-aged man at this point. That's where I'm at. Which is really funny. I heard someone call Sidney Crosby Sid the middle-aged man. I also love I could talk hockey on this channel because it's my channel. Rattel Hasfield and Gilbert. Sick. Raj Gilbert? I don't know. My French is so off, let alone my French Canadian. Hadfield. That's sick. But yeah, the goal song, which we don't hear ever now, is over. It's just I get a quick rig rundown? Yeah. What I'm playing right now is very straightforward. It's Stingray 5 HH for the double humbucker. And it's going into no pedals, no anything. Straight into the amp. Aguilar 700 head into Aguilar 4x10. And it's like the lightweight version of it, so I don't break my shit. And by my shit, I mean my back. Because again, I'm a middle-aged man. That's the rig. And it's an open air recording, all my stuff. There's no Pro Tools, there's no anything. That's why it sounds like whatever, but I wouldn't be making these if it wasn't easy just to hit the button. I don't edit anything, none of that shit. It's just as much as a private lesson as you're ever gonna get, especially on YouTube, especially in the live streams. This is, yeah. That's another reason I don't put the tabs on, but I'll tell you the tab numbers on the fret. No one will ever write out tabs, hand it to you, and be like, learn this. And if they do, you should never go back to them for lessons. Can I get a group? You got that? Goal game. I have a Fender Rumble 100. That's a solid amp. What kind of speakers are in the cab? I have no idea. Aguilar. I don't know if they make their own speakers. I know there's all that techie stuff. I don't mess with it too much. I just know Aguilar is fucking amazing, and it sounds incredible. And I barely have this. It's a 700 watt amp, so I don't really have it turned up. They have a setting where you could just boost their presets of high and low, or yeah. And that's with just the bridge pickup on right now, like the Stingray thing. If I put everything on, you can't really hear it unless you have headphones, but with headphones, it's super fat, like. Because I'm off time. What kind of, yeah, fair, could look it up. Yeah, check it out. I'm sure it's common, like, common knowledge or whatever if you dig far enough for it. But, yeah, I love the amp. It's one of the best sounding ones I've ever had. Though, Fender, I can't fucking speak today, or any day. The Fender Rumble series, whether it's the 25 or the 40 or the 100, or they even have a 500, I think. Those amps are amazing because they are, in my experience of it, I have a Fender Rumble, I think 25 or 40 or something. It's in my garage, but those amps are good because there is no, you're getting the characteristic of whatever bass you're playing. They don't have like any preset stuff where they're bumping frequencies not on the knobs. I don't know if that makes sense. Makes sense to me though, when it was explained to me at least. It's just very flat. It's as flat of an amp as you're gonna get. Like just everything dead center. Asperger's, probably. I'm undiagnosed. I have no fucking clue. I don't think you're allowed to say Asperger's anymore though, because they found out that that guy was like maybe a Nazi. So they don't. That's why they call it spectrum nowadays. I don't know, tinfoil hat shit. But yeah, that's why they don't say that anymore. They like canceled that term, which is fucking retarded. Oh, it's a great little amp. Barely changed the signal. That's what I was trying to say. It doesn't change the signal when it hits the speaker. It's as true as it gets. Yeah. I like having the sound of the bass that I'm playing. You get the characteristic, like this sounds like a Stingray. I do like the two pickups in this though, because I could change and dial in the tone from the amp itself as opposed to on the, from the bass itself, as opposed to on the amp or fucking with pedals and all that. I don't really mess with it. I'll use a compressor, but I use it as not to improve my playing technique. I use it because it gets really punchy and you get that quick little boost. In the mix, whether it's a live mix or a recorded mix, it blends in with the kick drum. So you really get that super punch, like you feel it in your chest when you're playing, which sounds great. Speaker, I'm gonna make fun of my shitty typing. It's okay. Jessie knows her stuff. Yeah, is Jessie a guy or a girl? Jessie the butt. I was gonna say it's probably a dude. That's really funny. Yeah, you got an androgynous name. Is that what it is? But yeah, I did a tapping short anyways. I just naturally start tapping. For anyone that wants to do that, it's not that, I'm not being a dick, it's not hard to do. It just sounds like what the hell you're doing. You do have long hair though? It's down to your butt? love these live streams. I also like that we had some asshole in the beginning and he just left, I guess, because he saw it's not, like, no one cares if you talk shit. You just look dopey. Not that anyone here is doing that, but I appreciate everyone. Have you ever been robbed at gunpoint? Thanks for your answer and much love. No, but I've had a gun pulled on me multiple times, and allegedly I've been in a gunfight. I used to do really stupid shit. Yeah. I've been sober since April 8th, 22. Everything before that, yeah, not good. Like, at all. So, have I done, yeah, of course, stuff like that. No one ever robbed me, though. They didn't get anything off of me. So, whatever. What's the best practice to help with memorizing where each note is up and down the fret? Stay with it, bro. I will stay with it. Thank you, too. To memorize each one, I just say them out loud. And knowing what the dots are, right? Like C, D, all the way up. That's a good one to do. It gets boring, though. So if you know C major, the reason C is important is there's no sharps or flats in C major. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then you can start from there. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And then from there, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And just there, by doing that, you're learning the modes, which is something everyone holds at such a regard, but it's that simple. You just start on C major. You play each actual name of the note. And that's how you can play the actual notes. Basically, practice is how you memorize it. Sober, what was I doing before? Oh, I was drinking like a fish. I had a coke problem. I didn't think I had a coke problem. I was a year sober, and I was telling this to a friend of mine. I said, no, I was on like 2 or 3 grams of coke a day, which was a decent amount. But I didn't think I had a problem with coke because my logic was I couldn't drink if I was sleeping, so take coke. Fucking psycho. But yeah, I was drinking, towards the end, it was 2 Svedka bottles a day, but the big ones, 1.75 liters. So like gallons of, I was really close to dying. The best thing I ever did for my bass playing is getting sober. Literally everything. I'm not telling everyone to stop drinking, but if it controls you, you definitely go do something about it. And you could like private message me about that stuff. I'll talk to anybody about that. You have advice to learning fretboard. Saw that everyone before that shaped the person we were watching. That's true. H comes heroin? Yeah, of course it does. I've done the only thing I haven't done is fentanyl. Knowingly done fentanyl, but I'm pretty sure it was in some of the stuff I took. I'm from Long Island. From Central Islip, actually. But I live right now, I'm in Phoenix. I've been out here for 3 years. And I love it out here. It's awesome. No, the liver damage, somehow, miraculously, no. I had rhabdomyolysis because I had such a bad seizure that's rhabdomyolysis. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's where your muscles tear. Like people that work out get it. I didn't get it from workout. I got it because I had such a bad seizure that myoglobin poisons your blood. And basically then I got alcoholic neuropathy. I couldn't walk. I had to use a cane. Dead nerve endings don't come back, but they did for me. I mean, I fully believe in something greater than myself, put it that way, from personal experience. Lifelong atheist before it. But yeah, pretty fucking wild. Almost dead many, many times from drinking. How long did it take you to feel leveled out after getting sober? I tried to off myself in sobriety, so I wasn't leveled out mentally at all. Yeah, I'll talk about this stuff. It was, how long did it take me? When I surrendered and I gave up, that's when it changed and I leveled out. Physically, I was fine. You're fine physically after a detox. 3 days. Well, for me, it was like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, because my BAC, I would idle at 0.2. So like, normal. But when I go to the hospital, the highest, the last I remember it being, I saw on paperwork, was 0.48. And you're supposed to be like legit dead at that point. But when your tolerance is that high, once you get to half your blood though, you just drop dead. So that's another one I came close to. Back to bass stuff. What strings do you recommend for all-around playing? What is the best 5-string bass recommendation you have? 5-string depends on your budget, and all-around strings get DRs. Can't go wrong. Glad you're here, bro. Thanks, man. You're a success story. I'm something. Love your vids as a beginner on bass and oh, you're recovering too? Sick. You wouldn't be friends with a druggie? Okay, don't be friends with a druggie. Whatever druggie means. So the best people I've ever met in my life are addicted. Like, yeah, the greatest people I've ever met. Former drug addicts and current ones. I have healthy boundaries with current drug addicts. I don't really fuck with them. Unless they're looking to get better. Then I'll fucking move mountains for you. So, there's that. I'm something, haha, I'm something. Be sure to like the stream, guys. Thanks, Jesse. I appreciate it, helping me out over here. Yeah, the channel's grown. I started it a year ago. October 6th, I think, was the day that I started it, of 23. And now there's like 6,000. And at the beginning, it was awkward. It's still awkward. I don't know what I'm doing. But talking to like just the phone with no one on the other end, it's weird. Isn't it nice to have your head on straight after living? Yeah. Who said that? Ghost Show Society? That's a good point. I kind of say this a lot. I didn't know how much pain I was in until I was not. Like, I didn't know. It was normal. Like, a regular fucking Tuesday was just, you know, it was insane. I went like that for years. I'm 37. I got sober at 35. I've got some war stories, too. There was some, like, crazy shit that happened. Jail stuff, and, yeah, I won't get into that too much. Come out to Phoenix. See me at an anonymous meeting. I'll tell you some shit. Time goes slower, like you can see life that was flying. Yeah, 10, 12 years of my life was like that when I was out there. It was great. I had a job, and I would just work until I get paid, and then I just fuck off. So I worked for like 3 weeks, and then finally, because that first week is weird with the pay, and I got my paycheck, and I just pissed off. That 3 weeks seemed like the slowest time of my life, and then I was just drinking, living out of a car. My car at the train station, like sick shit. And I was there for a month. I thought it was like 3 days. It's fucking insane. It's absolute, like, legit insanity. And it doesn't matter, like, the face of, like, Skid Row people, I'm pretty collected. You're chatting with me now, like, you know, it doesn't discriminate. That's the biggest fucking farce that people say. Just like some dumb fucking junkie. No, they're not. They're just legit addicted to stuff. Time goes slower. What's your favorite bass to play? They always change. That's why I have so many different types of basses. I don't just collect basses. I like the F bass by far, though. To answer that directly, the F bass is my favorite bass to play. But the P bass sounds different. Both P basses sound different from each other because one's from like 03, the other one's from this year. And this one I love. The bongo sounds different. Yeah, it depends on the bass. Glad to see you doing this now. Super helpful to others, yeah. I hope so. That's cool. Yeah, and this is just fun. I don't do this like professionally, the bass channel. I've been playing since I was like I've been playing since I was 4 years old. So I've got a lot of time on playing bass and stuff like that. And the reason I made the channel is I was getting mad. Hence 1 minute bass. Like, everyone makes a channel that's every video is over 8 minutes so they can get the commercials in the middle, and they just have fluff the whole time. So to get 1 minute of material, you gotta watch like fucking at least 8 minutes of fluff talk the whole time. So I figured I would make this one, and you guys grew a community. I didn't grow it. I just chit chat and hang out. Favorite bassist? Tough one. And for me personally, Patrick Pfeiffer. It's the guy that taught me how to play when I was like 18. I thought I was the shit. I thought it was like absolutely amazing. I had a lesson with him. I was like, oh, I should probably, I'll never have this figured out. So I might as well start paying attention. But like bass player popular, Geezer Butler is really up there. Bootsy Collins is huge. And I don't like the Beatles too much, but Paul McCartney. But I learned that from Pfeiffer. Paul McCartney did melody, and Bootsy Collins with James Brown did all the rhythm. So if you learn those two, you could kind of merge and figure out your own way. Because the electric bass only was invented in '51. So it's pretty new. And those two guys were the first real ones to do it. I personally love any short scale bass, just always has a consistent sound. Yeah, it has a fatter sound too, the smaller the scale. I have a uke bass, which I'm looking up on the wall over there. That thing's fun to play too. That's not even short scale, it's a fucking ukulele. But that thing's a lot of fun too. You've been thinking about streaming just to talk about gear and shit. You should do it. Especially with gear, people nerd the fuck out. I do it too. And if you were asking me what kind of speakers are in the Aguilar cabinet, I think you're destined to talk about gear on YouTube. You should go for it 100% and let me know so I can like follow it along. Stand By Me, I gotta remember. How does Stand By Me? It's just a major scale. I don't remember it. And I could figure it out, but I'm just going to ignore all these comments and stuff. But I'll make a video for that one. Hello, sir. With due respect, can you please play the hardest tune you ever learned so we can enjoy it? Yeah, I can play whatever's hard for me to play right now. The intonation, a nightmare on the uke bass? Not really. Okay, I'm going to stream on this later. What was my first? Let me do the hardest thing ever. I don't know about the hardest ever, but it's hard on a 5-string. Is Turkish March. This is the part coming out. Fuck me. Something like that. If you notice, the hard part I have to close my eyes for. And it's not because it's trying to be impressive. When you play something like that, if you close your eyes, you'll actually feel it, and you'll be able to pull it off. There were mistakes all over the place on that, but that's one of the harder ones. My first bass was a thing called a Hondo or something. I was like 4 years old. It was a tiny little shitty thing. Need a white wig and a tuxedo. Yeah. No, it's got to be hot. That's Lean on Me. These are all like delayed. Those tubes need to hit 220 degrees or some shit like that. Have you checked out Dark Glass combos? Oh, I think you guys are chatting in there. Yeah, what else? I like Dark Glass a lot, actually. But a lot of the Dark Glass stuff is super distorted. It sounds great, distorted. But I like clean signals. Carlo Rebelli bass. I remember those. Those were sick. My first real bass, though, after I was like, I started at 4. By the time I was like 6 or 7, I was playing Ibanez Sound Gear. I had that for a long time. That's really what I got my foundation on, was the Sound Gear. I love that bass. I still like the Sound Gears. They're really good. Like kind of pencil neck. They're really good to learn on. And I got the P basses and the Warwick. And then I had the P bass and the Warwick only up until I got sober. I didn't fucking have money at all. I needed money. I was literally pouring down my throat or up my nose or all that other fun stuff. I agree, blah, 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 blah. My first car was a Hondo as well. Crazy, ugly 80s metal guitar. Yeah, exactly. The Hondo bass, it was like this neon blue kind of thing. It said like Hondo in like 90s weird ass. It probably wasn't even 90s. I was born in 87, so 91 I started playing. Right? 88, 89, 90, yeah, 91. What do you do for work now? Well, I was doing roofing as sales, and I got away from that, and now I just make artwork. That's my whole thing. I'm working on nail sculptures. I just launched an actual business for that, like a company. So that's what I do. It's called Mike Tucci Designs. You can check it out Instagram or the website MikeTucciDesigns.com or Mike Tucci Design. There's one with an S, but don't follow that. It's just Mike Tucci Design on Instagram, and you can see all the new stuff that I put up. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. And if it sucks, I'll go back to, I don't know if I want to go back to roofing. I can, but I don't know. I'll figure something out. It's crazy when you're sober, you could actually do shit. It's like such a chain is lifted. And I don't worry about stuff. I've made it through so much worse. But yeah, life is going great. So we'll see how work goes in 2025, because that's tomorrow. I think Odd Song Lang, right? Something like that. I think that's it. I don't know. That's just singing it in my head. Yeah, I was born in '89, so around the same age. Those the Hondos had crazy colors. Yeah, mine was sparkle red, giant mahogany body. That thing is probably a beast. It may not mean a whole lot since we don't know each other, but I'm proud of you, Mike. Thanks, Jesse. It means a lot to me. It's awesome. You get to talk to people across, I don't even know where you live in, but like people across the country, across the globe. They just chat. That's why I love these live streams. 46 minutes of just talking to fucking strangers that are no longer strangers. You know, you see people getting a cup of coffee, you don't know anything about them. I talk to you guys, you know a lot of personal shit about me that my family probably doesn't even know. They don't watch this shit. Not like this. I take song requests, yeah. I can't, like, I'm not a jukebox, so I can play what I can play, but if you put a request in, I'll do it as a video. Like, if you want to learn it, then I read here and I go back, and that's how I find a lot of material for my channel. It's what you guys want to hear. Glen Cove. Really? I'm from CI. Central Islip. Glen Cove is nice. I like Glen Cove. That's near where the Coliseum, right? I know Glen Cove. Yeah, my dad worked in New Hyde Park for like my whole life until he retired. You're in the middle of the country, literal geographical center. Geographical center. Does that put you in like Nebraska? Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden. I don't remember Phantom of the Opera. I know the Trooper. I was playing that recently. That intro is fucking crazy. Like everyone remembers that part, but super fast. This is my favorite Iron Maiden riff, bass line, lick, whatever. You were out east? I grew up out east. I'm from CI. Yeah. Hit us with YYZ. Is that the... whatever that tritone is? Tritone is a raised fourth or lowered fifth. Or is that Tom Sawyer? I always forget. Again, I fucking learn songs, put them up. I have a video for Rush on here too, but I don't remember how to play it. I can relearn it. Yes, sir. There you go. Scotland's Robert Burns wrote Odd Song. Really? That makes sense. I'm not surprised. I don't know why I'm not surprised. That's a Scottish song. Sounds Scottish, I guess. Ask me something else Scottish. I can't tell you, but that sounds Scottish to me. But yeah, so I married an axe murderer. That's my extent of Scotland. Actually, that's not true. Speaking of drinking, I lived in LA for a while. I was like 18, like young as fuck. And I was at a bar at like, I don't know, 11 in the morning, just doing what I do, even back then. And a like bachelor party came in. It was a bunch of dudes from Scotland. They spoke technically the same language as me. I couldn't understand a fucking word they were saying. We got trashed. They were really cool. I think they were talking shit about me the whole time. I had no idea what they were saying, but we had fun. If I stream, I don't think I'll play other people's music. It's gonna be improv or something. Yeah, I like doing that too. The original stuff. I do a lot of like, all the stuff I used to break down. Like in the video I have arpeggios, the one I just put up today. That's all my own original stuff. Keep it original. You'd be surprised how many people will watch it because there's nothing else like that. I do know Hysteria. I put a video of Hysteria up recently. Wait. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, like I said, I forgot him immediately, and I put that video up last week. If I stream, blah, 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 want to play other people's music, it's going to be improv. I saw that one. I've been trying to get it fast enough. Yeah, just, I put it in the description of the last video. Some of the best advice I ever heard wasn't even about playing bass, but it's slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So keep that in mind when you're trying to play something like shredding. So if it's smooth, if it's slow, it's going to be smooth, and if it's smooth, it's going to be fast. Just playing fast is going to get all fucked up, and you're not going to be able to keep up with yourself, let alone the tempo. Do you sometimes play with a pick? I do. Yeah, I should play with a pick more. I just put it over here. I keep one around all the time. I try to play all my like modes and scales. It's not as clean as like but I still use it and play with it. If I need to play with it on a recording or for a live show or anything, I'm more than capable of doing it. But up to my own level that I set for myself and standards, not even fucking close to playing like fingerstyle wise. Yeah, speed will come, go for accuracy, exactly. You played the Trooper, that wasn't Family Opera, but that's all right. I know it's all right. Sorry, I did say I don't remember how to play Family Opera, but I do know how to play the Trooper. Yeah, speed will come, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for the long saying. Yeah, I find that all my muting goes out the door while switching to pick. Yeah, that'll happen, but I use my thumb for that. I mute whatever string is below it, and then I have like the fat part of my finger covering that. So it doesn't really affect it. And once you get more accurate with it, it's not going to really matter a whole lot. Especially on a 5-string. 4-string, the muting is a lot easier. Loving respect, brother from Northwest Georgia. Giuseppe, I remember you. What's up, buddy? Georgia. I find that all my yeah, that's the stuff I've seen before. Yeah, I don't have too much. I gotta get going though, because it's almost. I can't talk and play like ever. Something I should probably work on. But I struggle with finger muting the bass strings. It's so much easier on my skinny little, yeah. Like when you play stuff on a bass chord, like chordal stuff will help you practice for that. Like, as I'm hitting, there's a light right here that I just hit. So if you see my fingers here, you play with 3. You can get much more delicate with it and really articulate yourself. That's what I would recommend doing, using a 3-finger technique too. I can do another video on that. How do people make slap sounds with the pick? You just beat the shit out of it. Like, a lot of string skipping too. Ghost notes. I guess that answers your question. How do you make it sound like slapping? Isn't that it? Something like that? Play that funky music, white boy? Nope. Something like that. But that's how you can do it. And if it's a light pick, it really snaps more than a heavy pick. So. Thump, 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 all that shit. But I gotta get going because it's about an hour. So, mwah. Happy New Year, happy early New Year. Thanks for chatting. I always love it. It's always great when people are in here. Only 15 people and we're chatting up a storm. We don't need a shitload, that's for sure. But yeah, as I'm turning things off, you guys are fucking amazing. Jesus Christ Superstar. All right, we'll leave it with that one. Take it easy, guys. Always a pleasure, and I'll see you next year. Bye.